Hello, love. I was wondering when you'd show up. What a great mask you're wearing. Oh, it's just your face. Terribly sorry. How rude that must have sounded. But as you can see, there are a lot of people dressed up here tonight. I'm glad they made the effort. It's always awkward when hosting these things, you know. You never know if people will follow the dress code or not. Well, later, I will be judging who's the best. I think it might look a bit shady if I vote for myself. No, I will be judging harshly though. So, how did you get in anyway? Yes, the roads can be quite treacherous. Well, I was aware that you were coming, but didn't know if you'd actually show up. You know what you're like. Yes, I saw him earlier. I wonder how he was even let in. We don't really let his type in around here. I must speak to the doorman. Letting in riffraff. What kind of place do they think this is? I have very high standards. I might have to sort that out later. Dispose of him somewhere. Don't tell anybody though. I think he's going to ruin it for sure. He even bought a date. Although, I don't think they'll be winning the fancy dress competition, so there's no worries there. Yes, I've been quite well, thank you, love. I was really excited for this night tonight. I'm really glad you showed up. We can talk about how ugly some of the masks are that people are wearing. I think they even might have made them themselves, some of them. Some of them look absolutely awful. But that's what makes these things most fun. Well, you see, I normally pick a theme that's more exclusive, but I wanted people to use their imaginations, although there's not a lot of that going around these days. I think you and I are probably the most interesting here. We'll have to weed out a good conversation or two if we can, although it will be quite tough with these plain vanilla people. Their personality is just... But I had to invite some people. We can't have an empty hall, can we? Well, when the dancing takes place again, I like to keep my eye out for any strong dancers. Well, we have the fancy dress competition, the dancing competition, and also the jester competition, which is my personal favourite, you see. It's really hard to make me laugh. Fake laughing is easy. You've heard it many times, darling. But no, the jester competition. Everybody lines up, and then I pick whoever I like to step forward, and they have to make me laugh. And if not, well, don't tell them this, but if not, there are trapdoors under each of their feet. And one by one, if they fail to make me laugh, then they will drop 10,000 feet. Yes, you heard me, 10,000 feet. It's a rather long way, although maths hasn't been my strong suit. It's a long way. We are rather high up. There are wolves in the woods nearby. One of the other competitions I was going to have later would be that I would get everyone into the woods, and then I would strap meat to their backs and get them to run. And whoever survives the wolf chase wins. Well, they win their life, of course. I'm not a charity. I'm just going to give away my riches to some peasants. It's all about entertainment here tonight. I think you'll rather enjoy it. I know I will. Yes. Have some more wine. It'll liven you up a bit. You do look a bit tired. To be honest, I did have a nap before I got ready. Well, I'm a very busy woman. There's not a lot of free time to nap lately. So I take an opportunity where I can. Well, there are many, many rooms in this place, so if ever you need a break, feel free to pick one. They're all named after important women throughout history. The Mother Theresa room is particularly tasteful. 4-poster bed, roaring fireplace. I'd probably suggest that one. Yes, well, lately, as I've said, I've been quite busy. Normally I hold charity events, we have to give back or whatever, but I do enjoy them. I do love hosting games. I mean, tonight the games are quite questionable. For a charity, I would normally keep it less torturous, which is a shame, but you've got to please people sometimes. But tonight is purely for my own amusement. It's my party after all. Yes, well, each year I normally hold the same party, with a different theme, of course. The games are usually changed, but I would say my favourite one is probably the wolf hunt. Watching people just flee for their lives is just so hilarious to me. It's always funny when they fall over. I'm absolutely howling with laughter. Well, last year we had quite a few that fell over. I always like to keep the wolf chase current. It's my absolute favourite. But who knows, we might have some rather athletic people here tonight. Let's hope not. Oh, thank you. I do try and keep it interesting. And what would you say your favourite entertainment is? Yes, that is a good one. I'll have to use that next year. No, I don't suppose you do. Well, if ever you need a venue, feel free to use my castle. Sometimes it is quite fun hosting in the village, though. Yes, it's always interesting having a new scenery. You must sample the food, by the way. I got some of the best meat. Oh, that's right, you don't eat meat, do you? How awkward. Well, we do have some non-meat options. Yes, I'm very considerate. Thank you. Yes, there are those who I have to tend to, with their needs and their dietary requirements. But it's quite alright, really. I do have a lot of vegetable patches around the castle, so it's not a problem. Well, after the wolf hunt, normally I just let the wolves carry on roaming, so it's better to move away quickly before they get your scent. Yes, you do smell rather a lot tonight, dear. Did you run here? No, you took the carriage. Oh, well, I would probably look into that then. It's been quite a long time since I've enjoyed a good dance. No one has really met my standards. I'm quite the dancer, you see. I won't accept below average. Look at some of these bumbling idiots. They can't even walk in a straight line. terribly hopeless. But actually, that means good news for the wolf hunt. I think it will be interesting. Oh, it's about to start. Yes. Let's spot who the weakest links are. Well, I normally get to choose first dance, obviously. But I think tonight you can choose the dance. So what will it be? Something terribly silly? Ballroom, perhaps? Ooh, salsa's quite spicy. That would be a good one. I do love a bit of humiliation, I have to say. I think that's a good choice. I think we'll go with that one then, shall we? Excellent. Everyone's looking rather interesting. I don't know about you, but I don't think some of them got the dress code quite right. And what are they wearing over there? Bin bag. It's very lazy. I'll have them removed after the first dance. No, I can't have them messing up my first dance. He's out of town. He always finds these things hard to watch. Not a fan of dancing or entertainment, or anything fun, really. Don't really know why I'm with him or why he's here. It's so boring. It's much more fun with you here. Well, they seem to be doing okay, which is boring. Maybe we should throw something under the dance floor and break a few ankles. No, I'm not always that evil. Mostly, but not always. Maybe you and I should dance later and show them how it's done. Yes, I remember you are a good dancer. I've seen you drunk once or twice, bust a few moves. I have full confidence in you. You better not embarrass me. And how has your week been? I understand. Very tiring. Life is awfully tiring, darling, I'm afraid. Yes, I constantly feel like I'm living in a coma. So much to be done all the time. And then ironically, I put on these fun do's. And I'm so tired by the end of it. We've got to have some fun though, don't we? Can't just be all work, work, work. Charity dues can be awfully boring, as I say. They don't let me have as much fun. Sponsors, awfully boring, like to keep it safe. Pretend that everyone's having a good time when everybody else is always bored too. Maybe I'll spice things up a bit next year. Do things my way. I wonder what the dress code should be next year. Maybe we get everybody to dress up like animals. That would be interesting. Whoever comes out with the most obscure animal costume wins. What else should we do? Do you have any ideas? Everybody dressed like me. Well, there can only be one of me. So that's not possible, I'm afraid. We could get everybody to dress like you. that would be terrible. No offense. You do have quite a distinctive look about you, though, dear. I would take that as a compliment. Mostly. Well, afterwards, of course, I don't tidy it up myself. I have servants for that. Sometimes I like to play games with the servants, too. At night, I'll leave thumbtacks all up the stairs and along the corridors, and then I will sit by my door and wait, and I'll shout, "Servant! Servant!" and then they'll come running in the dark, and I just listen to their cries as they take out each thumbtack. It's my absolute favourite. They're good sports, really. It's kind of amazing they still work here. They must be very desperate for money. I do pay well. Yes, very charitable. Oh look, one's just fallen over. How embarrassing. Nope, I did nothing. They fell on their own accord. Although, there are quite a few traps around the castle. We can have some fun later with those. There's cameras everywhere too. This is kind of like a funhouse / haunted mansion. It's very good for venues. I've had many large offers for people to host their parties here, but no one can afford me, so mine are notoriously interesting. Next year maybe we should have a haunted house. Although they say there are real ghosts here. It was passed down to me through the family. Yes, there is a hallway with all their portraits along it. I've drawn silly faces on them though. Yes, but tradition says I have to keep them up, otherwise their ghosts will haunt me forever. I don't want to risk it, but I still wanted to have some fun. There is also a quick entrance to the kitchen. Yes, it's rather annoying having to walk down so many flights of stairs to get a late night snack. I have my ways. See, I had that put in myself. The servants aren't always quick enough. Mostly I'll send them, but sometimes it's good to stretch my legs. Yes, the garden's rather beautiful this time of night. We could have a stroll there later. Well, we've only had one person fall over. That's rather disappointing. Okay, I'm really bored of this now. We should go and do the wolf hunt, and then whoever survives, we can have some kind of death match. That would be fun, wouldn't it? Okay, my love. We should get ready and go.